Now, you mentioned that difficult economy, unemployment still very high at 9.8%. The president mentioned that yesterday in his weekly radio and internet address. Let's take a listen to what he said.
As president, that's my commitment to you, to do everything I can to make sure our economy is growing, creating jobs, and strengthening our middle class. That's my resolution for the coming year.
Now, when you make a resolution, usually that means that you did something wrong and you want to do something better in the new year. And at his year-end news conference, the president also said that his singular focus in the next 2 years is going to be focusing on creating jobs. Does that suggest that maybe he did not fully focus on creating jobs in the first 2 years?
Well, Ed, he had a lot of things he had to do. You know, when he started as president, we were in the midst of 2 wars. He stopped one of them, and we were also in the midst of the worst economic collapse since the Great Depression, and he had to spend an awful lot of time stabilizing the financial system of the country so that it wouldn't put us into a deeper tailspin. With that work done, he now can focus specifically on increasing job production. We've seen an economy go from losing 750,000 jobs a month when he started to gaining jobs now. We just have to do work to accelerate the path of that recovery.
But are you acknowledging, though, that all the time he spent on health care reform, for example, in the first 2 years, did that pull him off having that singular focus on jobs in the first 2 years?
Well, Ed, I think health care reform is going to go down in history as one of the great achievements of this president, and it's not unrelated to the economy. 1/6 of the American economy is health care, and what we've seen is small businesses are finding it increasingly difficult to provide health care to their employees. So it was important, both for the future of the economy, the health care, and dealing with the deficit, to bring health care costs down. The president, again, has taken an economy that was shrinking in terms of its size, GDP, jobs being lost, and now we're gaining jobs again. But we just have to, now that we're climbing out of the ditch that we were in, we've just got to keep climbing, and that's what the president's focusing on.